Good morning. I have no idea how many are with us today, but I'm so excited you're here. And I'm so excited about those of you that are going to join us later. I do want to do our normal routine and just say hello to everybody. If you're calling in from a special location or if you're in your home launching pad, remember your home is not your cave, it's your launching pad today. When we were in COVID, we caved up, but we had to learn for our homes to be our launching pad. Our business model was designed that way, but a lot of people don't understand that. So your home's your launching pad. So let me know where you're calling from today, whether it is your home, whether it's maybe a special place you are. Some of you might be in your car. I love getting the right kind of attachment and gadget on my windshield. And I don't have to look at the phone. I can look at the wheel in the car, but I can have the camera pointing at me so I can drive and be on Zoom. That's an amazing thing today, too. So tell us where you're calling from for sure. Um, this month, we're going to leverage off of our amazing news that we got this past week. We have a new leader that's going to bring boldness and tenacity and a desire to bring happiness by us conquering all of our goals, removing all of our fears, and launching into a new place that's going to be absolutely amazing together. His name is Mike Lohner. You probably saw Kerry Daigle's call or the company call yesterday. But I want to teach you how to have a great month knowing that we have him at the helm in something he talked about yesterday, which is Heartset and mindset. This is our Start Well call for the month of March 2026. And so I'm going to give you just a minute. If you want to get in the comments and you want to tag somebody, you want to say, man, Jane Doe, you really need to watch this. Come join us. Maybe she can come right now, but if you tag her, she can watch it later because it'll be recorded. So any of you guys that want to do that, go ahead and slap that stuff in the comments right here and now. And good morning, Laura from Alabama. Sometimes I say Alabama. Good morning. But let's dive in and let's don't linger. But I want to start with a question. And I think this one's just a thumbs up or a thumbs down answer. So you can do a yes or a no or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I like the emojis, kind of make it fun and break up the text. So here's my question for you. How many of you in the past have reached the end of a month and thought, I really meant to do more with this month. I meant to do more with it. How many of you have gone out and reached the end of the month and just like you've looked back and said, where'd that month go? I meant to do more. Have any of you experienced that or done that before? It's a reality. I mean, it's a revealing thing when you like right now we've got almost a full 30 days ahead of us. Today's what, the 4th? So we're like we got 27 days, 28 days ahead of us count today. Um but it's very to me it makes me think about what did I do the last 30 days? That's one of the things I do in a lot of coaching calls is we get people's calendars out. If somebody says I'm stuck, I'm like, okay, well let's and they tell me they're stuck, but they also convey to me how busy they are. Two things. Someone's business not being where they want it to be and them evaluating what's going on don't always add up because I think it's very easy to see yourself and make yourself feel like you're busy, but are you doing the right things is the question. So that's the question for you. Have you ever reached the end of a month and thought, man, I meant to do more with that? Yeah, Laura says yes. Okay, here's the promise though. If you'll hang with me for the next few minutes, if you'll start the month, every single month, with the right mindset and the right heart set, I promise you the rest of the month will follow. And I want to take the majority of our call this morning. I'd like to give you 5 mindset principles. I'd like to give you 5 heart set principles that I think if you grab them and apply them for the month of March, you'll have a dramatically different end of month experience. Okay. So let me just say one thing before I give you the principles. I don't do this call every month just to waste my breath. Here's why I do this call. Some of them are very similar. Some of them may seem redundant, but the purpose of the call, the number one purpose of the call, yes, we're going to teach principles, but that's not the number one purpose. The number one purpose is to provide you accountability to have a rhythm to your business. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you out there just chasing the next customer, just chasing a one-time bonus check. I want you to get in a rhythm of building your paycheck that could change your family for generations to come. Whether you want an extra $500 a month and it consistently comes in forever because you build that base of amazing customers and add one occasionally or lose one occasionally, but you decide you're going to keep that base of customers so that you can have that extra income. Maybe it's just like, I'm going to pay for an amazing vacation for my family every year, whatever you want to do. Or maybe you're like, I am sick and tired of airplanes and being away from my family 5 days a week. I'm tired of the people I have to work with, my cubicles. Maybe your cubicle is positioned between two people you do not enjoy spending time with. Maybe you got to work at home for a little while and now there's the return to office, come back to work. I know people that built a house 4 hours away from their office during or near the end of COVID because they felt like the work from home thing was permanent. And now they've said RTO, return to office, and they live 4 hours away. They're in a mess. That's because they weren't in a business like ours. It was the original work from home business. So we're trying to build that rhythm so that every month you do the things that month to drive your paycheck up, to get you positioned to make the most money, to build your team so that the majority of your income at a point in time down the road comes from your 3% money. Okay. All right. Let's talk about 5. I'm not going to spend, all right, let me say one more thing. And then because this is the rhythm thing. Then I want to talk. I think this principle is important this month. The rhythm thing is start the month, have a coaching call with your upline, your mentor, your person that pours into you. Pretend like we're in the city of Ephesus in ancient biblical times, and you're Timothy. And you're the little young new pastor of this new church. Your grandmom named Lois poured her faith into you, and you're starting this church. You're committed. You love God, and you want to build this church, but you're kind of clueless. You're young, don't know what you're doing, but you have this amazing mentor named Paul, and he pours into you. He writes on a papyrus and sends you letters through a hand delivery mechanism. He visits you a few times. So I want you to pretend like at the beginning of each month, you're Timothy, and you've got to connect and have a call with your Paul, your mentor, the person that pours into you. How much easier is it today? Back then he had to walk miles or ride the donkey in the sand in the desert for y'all to hook up. It's a Zoom call or a phone call away today. It's so easy to do it. So hook up with your mentor at the beginning of the month. Come up with a plan. What does your growth strategy look like for the month? Set that plan up, including in that calendaring thing, setting your events in place. And then we'll do our end of the month call, which is finish strong, which is getting back with that mentor and taking the last week of the month instead of like, oh my gosh, I'll never finish what I started. I'll just start over next month. Instead of having an attitude, our motto is we don't want to have an attitude of procrastination becoming your destination. Every month, at that last week point, we rally and we bring urgency to the forefront. We acknowledge our deadline in front of us, and we don't let the deadline intimidate us. We let the deadline motivate us. Okay? So that's what these calls are for. And then I like to spice them up and give you some key points from different perspectives of how you might implement these things. And so today, for the month of March, it's the month of my grandfather, my deceased grandfather's birthday. He was the St. Patrick's Day, a March 17th birthday boy. And it's March Madness, which we haven't quite gotten to yet. It is the month, the luck of the Irish month. And there's nothing lucky about success. You got to make it happen. But we can celebrate and do the green things and have fun. But let me give you 5 things of the mindset and then I'll give you 5 things of the Heartset. I might mix them up, but if you want to take some notes, you can write these things down. And then I'm going to get this. There's one handout I'm going to give you to help you. One thing I'm going to give you in a minute to help you implement some of this stuff. Okay. Somebody give me a thumbs up. My screen just flashed like there's a chance we could have gone blank or dead. I think we're still live, but my computer did something weird. So Lisa or somebody who's on here, just give me a Betty or Laura, give me a thumbs up just to make sure nothing happened on your end because my computer did something weird, but I think we're good. So if you give me a thumbs down, I'll try to make some adjustments. If I don't see anything, I'm just going to keep going. So one of the things I want you to do, mindset, Heartset. One's more intellectual, knowledge-based things you need to do. The other is more character, more emotion, more, what's the right word? More touchy-feely, and one's more action, get her done kind of thing, okay? So let's do the 5 mindset things first. All right, Henry and Laura say we're still connected. We're good. So I think 5 key mindsets. Number 1 would be that you set targets early. And that's what we talked about by getting with your coach, getting with your mentor to kick off the month early on. And that is that we want to set targets early. And let me just challenge you, like right here from day 1. Let's pretend this is, no, it's not the 1st of March, but let's pretend like it is. Let's pretend like the month is starting. And what I want you to think about is, I want you to define what would be the top 3 outcomes that you'd like to happen day 1. Let's don't wait for day 30. What are the 3 top outcomes you'd like to happen? Starting early, right now. What are your top 3 outcomes that you'd like to have happen today? It maybe set yourself a reminder in your phone to the night before or first thing when you get up to remind you what do I need to make my top 3 big rocks today. And I didn't think about this when I was creating these 5 points, but point number 1, set your targets early. Just remember that we do 3 things in our business. We retail, we get amazing customers and change lives. I feel like one of my goals, when I think about retailing, I think about building healthy families. And recruiting, we bring people on board to help them restore their financial needs, their financial future, to make changes today that'll help fund their future, that'll give them a business that's not trading hours for dollars. So we retail, we recruit, and then what do? We replicate. People say duplicate. I wanted the 3 R's: retail, recruit, and replicate. Jay Martin said retail, recruit, and train. So as you set your early targets and you define your top 3 outcomes of the day, it should fit in one of those 3 categories: retail, recruit, or replicate, okay? Point number 2, to have a right mindset for this month, is to focus on controllables. Focus on controllables. Now, what do I mean by controllables? Those are things that you can't just talk about, complain about, squabble about, bitch about, run your mouth about, talk about. These are things that are within your control to take action on. Daily actions, not just let's don't just focus on outcomes. I want to be this by the end of the month doesn't give you the things you need to do to receive that outcome. So I want you to focus on things that are controllable, not just targets. The target should define, if you can clearly see tomorrow, it'll change what you're willing to do today to have it. So if you clearly see your end of the month goal, or your end of the day goal, or your end of the week goal, what are the controllable things that you can do? So focus on controllables. Don't just focus on outcomes, okay? It's great to have goals, but if you just focus on the goal and not the number of bites you need to take to eat the elephant, where's the next bite? Then every bite's going to seem so big you're never going to take the first one. So you have to break down the outcome into bites, okay? That's number 2. Set targets early, focus on controllables. Number 3 is anticipate resistance. And I will tell you, if you want a good story in history to read, and this is a funny thing, I was a walk through the Bible instructor, and we had memory hooks to remember things, images and phrases. And this dude, he was a prophet. He was, he was a leader that brought back the remnant. But what his job was to rebuild the wall. And he was one of the shortest men in the Bible. The memory hook we used was, the way I remembered him is he was the shortest man in the Bible. Y'all know what his name was? Knee high Maya, because he was only knee high. Ha ha. But Nehemiah, maybe he was short, maybe he was not, but I always remember him as the shortest man in the Bible. So this man who was knee high Maya, he faced big obstacles, but he didn't just face them, he anticipated them. So number 3 on our list is anticipate resistance. Don't be shocked when obstacles get in your way, because obstacles are going to be there. Life is not easy. Life is not designed to be a comfort zone. Those that are responsible with a few things will be given responsibility of more, because you understand how to deal with what's in front of you, and you're a good steward over what you have, your time, your calendar, your resources. So number 3 is anticipate resistance. Number 4, and this is my favorite one of the 5, it's use urgency. It's not panic, it's urgency when you use it as a weapon. It's panic when you let it control you. So short deadlines, urgency. I have to get this done by X. Short deadlines destroy. Urgency can destroy procrastination. So use urgency wisely. You really have 2 choices when you're dealing with this issue. You can either let the normal, and I don't know how many of you in here consider yourself just normal, or how many of you think you're above average. I would think most of you that even just took the effort to get on the phone are above average, or you wouldn't be here. You'd be sitting back waiting for life to happen today. But if you'll use urgency to destroy procrastination, you won't give in to what's normal. Normal is to let procrastination control the flow, the month, the timing. It just, when you let stuff get in the way and you procrastinate, and all of a sudden you have to put it on the back burner and postpone. So your goals become so postponable, they become unimportant. But when you use urgency to finish deadlines, and you take your deadlines seriously, when you say you're going to do something, you want to be a person of your word and do it. So number 4 of the mindset principles this month is to use urgency. So set targets early, focus on the controllables, anticipate, don't be surprised by resistance, anticipate resistance. Use urgency as a tool, not as a tragedy. It's not a panic, it's urgency as a weapon. And then I want you to finish with reflection. Plan your month-end review right now. So what if you were to really clearly see that tomorrow that's the end of the month? What if you could plan your month-end review right now? What would that look like? Plan your month. But go ahead and plan it, and make sure that you have a season to reflect back on what the month looks like. And I'll give you a baby bite or a mini bite that you can use to manage that, not for the whole month, but per week. One of the things that I do is I send out a text every Monday morning, and it's what's in the text is not some kind of major miracle, life-changing quote from Curt. It's quiet time. It's searches for great quotes. It's what I think you need in the moment, but it's really my intention to own a virtual cattle prod. And I guess when a cattle prod is used with the cattle, maybe it really does hurt. Maybe it's just like a poke. But it motivates the cow to move, go through the gate, put its head in the lock so it can be milked, or whatever the challenge you're trying to get the cow to do. But you poke it to get it to behave. And so my cattle prod doesn't hurt. Mine is a text message. It's called Wake Up with Curt. And if Hope's in here, she can drop in the link. I think you just type the word wake up to 478-377-7701. I think that's the number. I hope maybe you can stick that in here. But you'll just get a motivation every week to start your week off, to be intentional, not reactional, plan your week, make something happen. And then this finish with reflection. Last year I added something I do on Fridays, which is the end of the week, because I want to look back. I don't want to wait till the end of the month. I want to take that week and I want to look back. I was right. I remembered the number. Thanks, Hope. I want to look back on what happened. So on Fridays, I ask the question, what did I do this week to move the needle? What did I do this week just to take that inertia and move it just a little bit in the right direction? Okay. So that's 5 mindset principles. Set targets early, focus on controllables, anticipate resistance, use urgency, and finish with reflection. I'd love somebody to post. Just if you enjoy being with me this morning, I learned 5 amazing mindset principles that can make my month more effective. How do I get off to a fast start? And just say you were with me this morning. I think it'd be fun for us to get more people to join us live. We have a lot that watch it recorded, but I would love to get more in a rhythm of watching it live with us. Okay. All right. So those are your mindset principles. If you have a question about that, throw it in here. Lisa Johnson says we're Abby normal. You know what's funny is I call Hope abnormal, because I tell my wife and my daughter, and Hope can put her little funny response in here. I tell them I'm the most normal person they know. Like, I'm not weird. I'm normal, but I'm really not. I really am weird. But Hope and I have this standing joke that I call her Abby normal and she calls me Abner. So she says I am definitely not normal. She says I'm Abner. So that's the male version of Abby, I guess. So I'm Abner and she's Abby normal. So 5 mindset principles. Let's do 5 Heartset principles. Hope's laughing at us. Okay. So Henry, I'm not done yet. I mean, you said so great. Yeah, those mindset principles are great, but I think you're going to love the Heartset principles. So here we go. We focused on the action, which one's I guess this would be the right brain, the black and white. Here's what you do. This is more the left brain, the touchy-feely. And I want to give you something you can download. Let me see if I can make this work. Can you all see that QR code kind of next to my left ear or right ear, depending on which way you're looking? I'm going to move away from it. I need to go this way. Okay. Excuse me. So that QR code is going to lead you to what I want to focus on for our first of our Heartset principles. And that is start with gratitude. Thank God for what's entrusted to you. Now, I have this document is amazing to me. I've been reading a bunch of books, and this is from a book I just read that Mark and Melinda Crenwell gave me. These questions are not in the book, I don't think, but I've done a bunch of study on gratitude and being thankful. But the book I read was Slowing Down to the Speed of Joy. And thank you, Mark and Melinda, for giving me that book. It's an amazing book. But I would love for you to start with gratitude and be grateful for the things and take an account of the things God's entrusted you with so that you can be a good steward. And take this document, share it. Maybe this would be something good to share on social media this morning. Hey, we had a great time together and Curt shared this document with us. And I think it'd be great if we all fostered an attitude of gratitude. So daily reflection is one category on here. Recognizing your blessings is another category. Being grateful for the people who matter in your life and meaningful moments. I think it's going to be an incredible tool for all of us to use and have. And I'm going to leave this, I'll leave that QR code up for just a minute because I don't think it's bothering us too much. But that QR code will get you that document. And Hope, would you scan that QR code with your phone? And maybe you could just get the link. I don't have it handy. Could you post the link that QR code takes you to in case anybody has difficulty with QR codes? Maybe in a minute, Hope can post the link in here so we can get Abby normal. Abby can post that link for us. Ha ha, Hope. But if she's not Abby. Yes, she is abnormal. She's above normal. See, it's a good thing not to be normal. You should not want to be normal. You shouldn't. Okay. So start with gratitude. I could do a whole hour on gratitude. It'll just change your life If you want to spend some time being still and quiet and you don't know what to do, just be grateful. Okay. See, I knew Hope was way above normal. She did that quick. She posted it for us. So start with gratitude is Heartset principle number one. Number two is lead to serve. Lead in order to serve. Another way to say that would be ask yourself, make a list of who can you help succeed this month. It's having the attitude of the Sherpa. Another great book that I read is a book called The 100X Leader, 100 Times Leader. And the whole book is prefaced around the model of the Sherpa. It's these amazing human beings of physical fortitude that have climbed Mount Everest, or maybe they climb it 5 or 6 times a week. I mean, they're just constantly doing it. And their challenge is no more to get to the top. They've done that. Their challenge is who can they help get there. So Heartset principle number two is lead to serve with that attitude, with that heartset feeling, and ask, who can you help succeed? Make a list. Keep those people at the top of your list. Who can you help succeed? Who can you help retail more? Who can you help recruit better? Who can you help learn to duplicate better? Who's running the race with you where you both have your hands on the baton at the moment? You have not quite gotten them up to speed to release them for the next leg of the race. It's that moment in time when both hands, your hand and the one you're trying to pass this business along to, are on the baton together. So lead to serve. Number three of our 5 Heartset principles is to stay humble. While you're on this journey, remain teachable and remain mission focused. You are in a business, but we're dealing with human beings. I think the world today tries to measure everything in how big the transaction or how frequent the transaction is. And the world is screaming and starving for relationships. So I want you to stay humble and remain teachable and remain mission focused. But if these things are in alignment and in congruence with what you do as a business, that's why I love our business model, because we are on a mission. And I think our written mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. But I'm a rebel, and my mission is to build healthy families around the world. I want to do it one family at a time, not one person at a time, because I believe the family is the healthy building block of our whole culture. Okay. And that's not just your nuclear family, that's multi-generational. Focus on your family, whether it's you and your kids, you, your spouse and your kids, or maybe you live alone and don't have any kids and you got furry kids. Or maybe you're not married yet, or maybe you have your elderly parents living with you. I think family is so important. It's a priority for me, and it's not easy. There are no good night John Boy Walton families out there. Every family has struggles, every family has complications, but if you decide that it's a mission you're on to have an amazing family, then you just work at it and you make things work. So stay humble and remain teachable and mission focused. And you're welcome to adopt, if you want to change your company stated mission of inspiring healthy living around the world to building healthy families around the world, let's do it together. That's not, I didn't patent that or coin that. That's just what God gave me as the vision for what we're doing. It's all about a healthy home. It's not about one part of the home being healthy. That means you got a narcissist in the house, Okay. So when our house, when we cook and we eat, or we take our smoothies or add things to our smoothies and try and be healthy, it's a team effort. Everybody gets to equally share in that because we all want to be healthy together. And it's going to church, and it's praying before our meals, and it's being considerate of each other, those kind of things. And we have to work at it. I mean, even with adult children, you got to work at it. So start with gratitude, lead to serve, stay humble, which means remain teachable and mission focused. Number 4 is to encourage constantly. Man, if you could just, all those people, the people you made, the ones you want to lead to serve, and the people that are on your list, What if you could encourage constantly? What if you could be that? We talked about Paul and Timothy, the third role. Paul had a Barnabas in his life. He was that shoulder to shoulder running mate. It was the buddy that Jay Martin talks about all the time. How do you, what does that mean to encourage constantly? Think about this for a minute. It could be with your text message. It could be with a phone call. It could be with a thumbs up or an encouragement on one of their social media posts. But what you're doing is you're trying to catch people doing right. Be in tuned enough with people's lives. Yeah, stalk them a little bit and find something amazing they're doing and encourage them and tell them. Catch people doing right. Catch people doing good. Catch people doing the right things. Not just doing a lot of things, but doing the right things. Okay? And encourage them. Start with gratitude. Lead to serve. Stay humble. Encourage constantly. And the fifth one is above in the mindset, we said finish with reflection. Here's your fifth one in your heart set. It's finish with integrity. End the month with the character you'll be proud of. And I'm not just saying this, but there's a legacy and something you're going to leave behind. And as March comes to a close, would you be more of a person of integrity if you finish what you started, or if you let procrastination determine your destination? Will you finish this month with integrity? That's a heart set principle. Integrity means I said I'm going to do something, and I'm not going to let obstacles get in the way. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. That's how you raise that flag, and others are going to catch you doing right. I want to catch you doing right. I'd love to know from you in a text or a note if you set a goal this month and maybe you had some obstacles, some bumps, but you said, I'm going to finish this month with integrity because this is what I said I was going to do. I can do it. I will do it, even though it's hard. I want to be a person of my word. I do not want procrastination to be what people see in me as my destiny on a monthly basis. That's the only way your Juice Plus paycheck in your business is not going to be what you want it to be. It's because you set a goal and you bailed out. Let's change that. Let's bring mindset and heart set to the forefront. And what about, does anybody have those 10 principles, the 5 mindset and the 5 heart set principles? Because I know what's going to happen is people ask and they listen to this. They're going to want to say, did you get the 5th one? Did you get the 4th one? Because I didn't use slides today. And I'm going to take that little QR code off here as we wrap up for a second. So you would help me out, and it would make me know that what we're doing is impacting you if you do a couple things for me. Let me know here in the comments. Let's give me a little critique. How could it be better? Did you like having some specific tools that you could apply this month? Not just the start well rhythm, but we kept that framework, but I gave you some nuggets. I'm super excited about our new leader, Mike Lohner. You need to watch Carrie Daigle's interview, and you need to watch the company kickoff call yesterday just to get to meet him and know him. I'm so excited. I've been to his home in Dallas, in Texas. We met him in his clubhouse there, spent a day with him, and he's an amazing man. And he's conquered much, and he's suffered, and he's overcome. His family's had trials, and he's led his family. He's led companies. He's led boards. He's strong. He's going to be great. But I would love for you to do one more thing for me is, if you would be willing, go on your social media profile and just say, join us to build a rhythm into your business. Be intentional about starting well. Let me tell you 10 things I learned today about heart set and mindset, and put them in a post. Tag me. I'd love to see it. Okay. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope I blessed you this morning just a little bit. And if you need me, call me. If you want to schedule a time for me to help you or work with you, it's calendar.curtbeavers.com, and you can grab my calendar and we can conquer life together. Okay. Be blessed.